Oh, where is my chat? Remember to guard your privacy, yada yada yada. I need to see the chat. Okay, I need my clipboard, pen. Tripod. Now which there's clipboard. Ooh, I gotta put those on. Lighting here is terrible. That's a little better. Blinding my eyeballs. Here's my tripod. We'll try setting this up here. I do like that better. This tripod set up. Cram it in by the steering wheel. Oh, that's much better. I'm much happier with that. Hey, there we go. That chat working. Welcome to the group there, Jasmine. I can't say the last name. Tinyard Zwagupra? Sorry if I said that wrong. Welcome to the chat. So we get a few more in here, we'll get started. Just chop the mustache off, you boy. Well, I'm 34, so I don't know what to tell you. I guess you can't grow facial hair or something. Jealous much? Coming through like Austin Powers. I could try changing microphones. My phone's charging right now. I see you there, Emmer29933. Nice to have you. How do? All right. We got a few of you in here. God, I was not expecting this many people to come out. Well, it's nice to have you all here. Thanks for joining in to watch me. Some of you have been asking me in the comments if we were going to do live stuff. And like I said in the video leading up to this, I didn't really think it was something I could do, because I mean, driving down the road, so I can be driving and be live streaming while I'm driving, because that just wouldn't work out well for multiple reasons. But yeah, but a lot of people are asking me questions. That would be kind of cool if we did a live Q&A. So depending on how popular this gets, we might be doing this like every time I'm out on a 34, which should end up being most Sundays, like 3 times a month. We'll see. That's up to you guys. Let me know if you like this or not. But like I said, any and all questions are welcome. I got the chat up live here so I can see you. I think it lags behind a little bit, so. Henry Byer, I see you. Hi there. But yeah, jumping off. I got a few from the comments here jotted down. A big one. God, my most popular video, it's up almost up almost 1 million views, was the one that idiots try flatbedding. I have gotten so many comments from you guys on that one. Really, really common one is, why didn't you help them? Well, 2 reasons for that one. To answer the question, it's been asked, God, 1,000 times at this point. Number one, it happened before I got there. I could not do anything to help them because I wasn't even in the town yet. I got the story from the loaders. I got to see the aftermath. It was pretty easy to work out what it was. Number 2, there was a huge language barrier. The guys did not speak English hardly at all. I think they knew like 3 words. So trying to communicate with them to do anything to help them wasn't going to work out super, super well. A lot of people said I don't bother to help anybody. I help a lot of people. I've helped a lot of people. I've taught a lot of people how to back up. I've helped a lot of people get loads straight. And a lot of people say, if you don't film it, it didn't happen. I try to respect people in their privacy. So, I mean, I don't want to be there trying to help somebody go, hey, I see you need some help. By the way, hey, YouTube, welcome. Let's see you guys an idiot, and you can't film it. So that's why that is. Another one came out, video I just posted today. It was captioned, bypassing a scale, and a lot of people said it was illegal, and I might not want to have it up there. Kind of right. Kind of right, kind of wrong. There's no federal law against bypassing a scale, okay? There are, I'll take it back. Bypassing and diverting around are two completely different things. If you go and buy a scale house, you see it's open, you have to pull in. That is federal law. Now, if you're going along a route and you got two options to take, there's a scale house here and a scale house not here, and you take the road that doesn't go by the scale house, that's a completely different thing. There is no federal law against that, which, I mean, full disclosure, I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. There are state laws that deal with that. Now, the biggest thing that comes down to is intent and prior knowledge. Oh, hang on here. Okay, I'm not even going to bother responding to that. But yeah, if you know the way station is open and you intentionally bypass it, and what they're meaning with that more is like if you come along, you see a sign that says it's open, you hit the next exit, take a farmer's dirt road to go literally behind the station, you might get in trouble for that. In my case in the video, I had two possible routes to get to the Loves that had the next cat scale I needed to get to see if the load was right or not. And I was pretty sure the scale was wrong. It turned out it wasn't, but that's in the video. You have to watch the video for that. Hey, thanks for the hearts there. But I actually took a state highway that went right directly to the Loves. It just happened to bypass a scale. It was up on the I-40, 245, something like that. I forget where it was, but anyways. And also, I checked Trucker Path, and according to Trucker Path, when I left, the scale was actually closed. So technically, I had prior knowledge the scale was closed. I'm just taking this route just in cases. So that's what that one was. So any other questions? What do we got going on in the chat here? I know you got a prescription for Adderall, your truck overweight, and you skipped at least 18 weigh stations. You've been up for 2 months. Nah, I can't do that. I'm not on Adderall. I got to get my sleep every night. I need at least 6 hours to function is what I run on. Bunchy saying hi. How's it going? Nice to have you here. Any questions? This is a Q&A, guys. If you got any questions, throw them at me. Guys and girls. I know we got both out there. I'm watching your chat, so let me have something if you get anything. Well, here's a big question. I got a couple in here right now. Is this something we want to keep doing? Do you want to see this more? Is this something we should make a regular thing? I see you down there, Doorwee. How far am I driving? What do you mean, today, daily, weekly? What are you asking? Or you just kind of want like an overall average? This lags a little bit. I'll wait for your response. Let me know what you're after. There, Uri. Sorry, Uri. Thought that was a D. We might have a lag in our system here. Well, I'll just give you the basic averages. On a normal day of driving, I try to shoot for at least 500 miles daily. Okay, I can usually hit 550, 580. That's a pretty good day for me. Few occasions, if like everything works out, just I get over 600. About the best day I've done was like 620 miles, which I'm in a truck that's governed at 65, which it does make a difference. And yeah, it also changes, depends on where you are. Because like if I'm driving up the East Coast, up through New England, where you got to run Richmond, DC, Baltimore, New York, Jersey City, New York City, and up through Boston, yeah, you'll be lucky if you get 300-400 miles because traffic just sucks. But if you're like running cross country out west, you're going across like Wyoming, out that way where you can just set the cruise and hold it right on the pin the whole way, you can get over 600 easy. Weekly, my average is probably somewhere around 2,400, which I do flatbed mostly. Winter season stuff slows down a little bit. Getting to summertime, it should pick up. Best week I've ever had, I did, what was my record? 3,200 miles in one 7-day pay cycle, which I did get a 34 in on. It was a real trick to get it. But yeah, average probably between 2,500 miles a week. So hope that answered your question. Appreciate it. That was a good question. Anyone else? What do you got for questions? Ask me anything. Wide open. Open book. I got my safety regulations right here. I can help you guys out. Anything like that. Hours of service. Anything. Hoping to help some of you new drivers out. we got going on here? Hey guys, see 3 more you just joined in. Well, welcome to the chat. This is an open book Q&A. Any questions you got, let me know down in the chat. Now, there's a little bit of a lag, so if you ask me something, you gotta give me a second. Q&A. What do we got here? Well, we're filling the gaps for more people to come in. Another one I had from the comments, and a lot of people ask me this in person too. What is the strangest load you've ever had? Or craziest load you've ever had? Again, I'd ask both. That would be a tough one to answer. It's going to come down to your definition of crazy. Craziest load I've ever had. Probably going to be the first oversized load I had to do with escorts, because I had to pick up in Los Angeles, California. Or just on the Outer Banks. We were just outside. We had to come back through it. It was an oversized load of crates that came over from Korea. They're heading up to Samsung in Illinois. I had about 2 feet of overhang both sides of the trailer. And we had to get to a truck stop for the night. I had a rear escort for it. We all strobed out. By the time we drove out of there, it was just coming dark. We had to get out of the industrial park we were at, get to a truck stop. But we had to go skirt around Los Angeles in the dark, in the rain, during rush hour on a Friday night. So that's probably the craziest load I've ever had. Close second probably be some of the military loads I've done, getting to go down to Texas to the transportation division. Because, yeah, that's just cool to be driving an 18-wheeler in there and just rows of tanks down both sides. That's probably one of the coolest loads I've ever had. But, yeah, that was a cool question. So anybody else, chat's an open book. Let me know if you got any questions. I can cover things, hours of service, regulations on trucking, daily life, anything. Throw anything you want at me. We'll see if we can answer it up for you. Now, there is a lag in the connection, so you guys have to be patient with me. Type out a comment. I might sit here for a minute before we get to it. A bunch of you saying hi. Welcome to the chat. Good to have you. What else we got here? Somebody let me know, too. How's the audio coming through? Because I can't hear what's happening right now live. I can't play it back. Is it okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Is it loud enough? Too loud? Crackly? What we got over here? No questions? Nobody? Oh, come on. You guys must have questions. I probably should have a sign up above me or something that says ask questions for new people coming in. Show me. No, it doesn't show me. Oh, well. Hey, some new people in. Welcome. Welcome to a chat with a driver. I've been out here driving for years. I'm doing this to help you guys out. So any questions you got, this is a Q&A. Anything you got, throw it down here in the chat. I'll respond to it. See what I can do to help you guys out. Open book. You don't know anything about driving, life, flatbedding, regulations for trucking, hours of service, if I can help you guys out with anything. And just let me know if you like the idea of a live chat or not. Or how far are you driving? I wonder if you meant how far am I driving across country? That's a good question. We go the entire lower 48 in Canada. So, I mean, I've been from the East Coast to the West Coast. I've been from the North to the South. I've covered it all. Been into Canada some too, but I don't do that anymore because I don't like doing the border crossings. They take too dang long. They don't pay us enough. Infrastructure up in Canada, there's not much for drivers. And the hours of service are a huge nightmare. Because if you're a truck driver in America, and you cross the border into Canada, you actually have to run 2 sets of logs because you have to abide by American hours of service and then you have to abide by Canadian hours of service, which is a completely different thing. And the annoying part is the reset is different than ours too. So if you go into Canada and you come back to the United States, you take a reset in the United States, you go back to Canada, you might actually be over hours. That is possible. I noticed that. You could run into that. And vice versa, because their hours of service during the day is different than ours. So you have to mentally keep track of where you're at in U.S. hours of service, because when you come back across the border, your tablet, at least mine, we got to use PeopleNet, will display the Canadian hours of service. And it can say you still have drive time, but the second you cross the border back in the U.S., it can switch back to United States hours of service, which are different, and you might instantly be over your hours, which that can be a royal pain in the butt. So I don't do Canada anymore. Just ain't worth it to me. It's too big a pain. That, I don't have cell service up there, which is another big problem. Well, come on, guys. I'm an open book here. Whatever you got for questions, let me know. Down in the comments there. Let me have something. And just comments on how this is going, too, by the way, because I got no feedback on how the audio is on this. It might be crap. I don't know. A couple more in here. Nice to have you. Welcome to the chat. This is an open book Q&A with a driver. I got experience on the road, experience flatbedding, and I'm by the books. You got any questions to help you with, let me know down in the comments. We'll answer them. Hope you guys are all doing good tonight. Here's a question for you guys. Actually, how many of you are driving tonight? How many of you are sitting in a truck stop somewhere? I'm out in Arkansas here, just over the border. Almost to Little Rock. I think we're going to let this first one go about 30 minutes, and we'll see. I've had a lot of people. I had like an initial wave come in. A lot of you have left. Some of you come back. So we'll probably give it about 30 minutes, and we'll call it quits for tonight. Like I said, this is an experiment. See if you guys like the idea of being able to ask questions live here. See if we can help you guys out with anything going on. But yeah, I mean, if this gets popular, we'll make this a regular thing. Give you guys a chance to talk with me, which I didn't expect this to do well tonight. Because, I mean, this was like a spur of a moment thing. I was sitting here just editing a bunch of videos trying to catch up. And it's been something I've wanted to do, so I said, you know what, screw it, I got time, I'll throw a thing up. So, I mean, I had like a 2-hour heads up for you guys, so I don't expect to see many, which, I mean, thanks for all you guys that did join in. I think I've had 15, 20 people come in here so far. This is awesome. So I hope you guys watch my channel, hope you subscribe, like the videos, and leave me comments. I try to respond to everybody I can. I can't get everybody, because YouTube's a little funny about the comment section. I'll see the initial ones that come up, but after videos dropped out of my editing window there, I don't get to see the comments much. I really have to go to the video and trace back down through them. So, but I try to hit all you guys to get in there early as much as I can. Any questions, guys? Anything at all? All right, well, we'll start answering some regular, normal ones here we got coming from the industry. Big one I see in the news, a lot of people seem to think the industry is dying out, and it's really not. Another one is that the industry is hurting for drivers. We're really not at all. As a matter of fact, the industry's been getting a whole lot better, because you have to understand supply and demand. And the past couple years, we have been just absolutely flooded with a lot of these import drivers. And the more drivers you have, the less demand there is for freight, so the freight price drops. So now that we're doing all the stuff they're doing with these licenses and stuff that were not legal licenses, getting them out, it's been a big improvement of the window. Things have gotten a lot safer. It's a lot easier to find parking now, which is amazing. You can pull loves at 7 o'clock at night, you still get a chance of getting a parking spot. And freight prices starting to come up, which is fantastic. I know a lot of mainstream media saying, oh, trucking's suffering and trucking's doing horrible, it's worse than ever, but no, it's not. It's getting a lot better. Another one I see is, when should you go owner-operator? Not right off the bat. CB's on. Turn CB off. Too noisy. You want to go out and get probably 4 or 5 years of experience and actually learn the industry before you start trying to get your own stuff and do your own thing. Because you got to learn how to take care of the truck. You got to learn how dispatching works. You got to learn how dealing with customers works. And it's a whole lot cheaper to learn that in somebody else's truck that you don't got to cover the repair costs on. So drive for 3 or 4 years, then get your own truck and go do that. Lease op is another one I see come up a lot. A lot of people are curious about that. I wouldn't recommend it for anything, because you're leasing a truck, you're making payments on it, but at the end of the lease op, you don't get the truck. It goes back. So, I mean, if you're going to do a lease op, you just might as well go out and finance an actual truck, so at least you're making payments on something you're going to have at the end of it. So, I mean, a lot of people call it lease op scam, which it's not a scam, because, I mean, everything is explained up front. You just want to make sure you know what you're getting into, which, I mean, some people have made money off lease ops. There's not really, I guess the only real advantage to it is you don't need to have a lot up front to start, because you can just go sign some paperwork and there you go, you're an owner-operator. But they're really not worth it. I mean, you either want to go full company or full owner-operator to get your own truck. Which that comes into another question too. It comes up a lot is well, actually not really a question, just an observation of mine. I want to point out to you guys, kind of help you out some. If you decided you want to be an owner operator and you're going to get your own truck and do your own thing, you really got to do your homework before you jump into it. You don't want to just jump out there, go buy a used truck, get your authority filled out, which is going to cost you some money, and your insurance is going to be through the roof, and then go try to make money, because you have to have your ducks in a row. You have to be ready for your repair costs, which are going to be astronomical. I mean, like a tire can cost you $600. You have to have that sitting there, because otherwise when you blow out a tire, you're SOL. So a real good rule of thumb, if you decided you're going to go out on your own, get your own truck, get the money together you need to get your authority, but make sure you've saved up at least 10 grand, okay? Now, ideally, that's 10 grand you actually have sitting in a savings account for the business. It can be a credit card with a 10 grand limit on it if like you're just starting out and you're desperate. But 10 grand will cover an in-frame if you have to have an engine rebuilt. It'll buy you a rear end, or 2 rear ends actually, and it'll replace a transmission. So I mean, that'll be able to cover if you have a turbo go out, it'll be able to cover if you have a radiator blow out, that'll cover if you need tires changed. So you want to have that cushion there of about 10 grand before you really try to go, otherwise you're going to get in trouble, which I'm a mechanic too. I'm a driving mechanic. I drive and do work both. We're getting a shop set up in South Carolina, which we will have more videos on that coming later. But boy, I've seen a lot of guys come in the shops I've worked at that, I mean, they'll come in, burn the turbo seals out, which I mean, it happens. It can be expensive and be a couple grand, and they won't have the money to replace a turbo. So I mean, like for 22, well, depends on what the truck is. I mean, 1,200 with labor to, I think Freightliner quoted a friend of mine 6 grand, which is absolutely insane to replace a turbocharger. But still, I mean, it's going to be a couple $1,000s. If a couple $1,000 is the difference between you being able to drive that truck and make money, and having to sideline the truck, which isn't going to cost you money because it costs money for the truck to sit, you're going to be in a mess. So I mean, if you're going to go owner operator, you need to make sure you get your ducks in a row. Make sure you get like 10 grand saved up before you jump into it. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. And you got to be really good at keeping track of your money. Because I mean, when as an owner operator, you're going to see people say, "Oh yeah, I made like 6 grand this week. I made 10 grand this week. I made 15 grand this week." That's not correct. You didn't make that money. The truck made that money. Okay? Because you got to set aside money for your maintenance. You got to set aside money for your taxes. You got to set aside money for your authority, which is insurance. It's IFTA. It's your DOT numbers need to be renewed. It's a whole bunch of stuff like that. So you still, even though you're an owner operator, you own the truck and you're running, you're still going to pay yourself as a driver, which you pay a competitive wage. So like say right now about 65 cents a mile is average. If you own the truck, you're still going to pay yourself a paycheck of 65 cents a mile based off what you did. Now, out of the rest of the money the truck makes, you got to pull out your fuel, okay? Then take and divide the money you have into 2 parts, okay? Take half of it, stick it in a savings account. It's going to go to your maintenance budget. Take the other half, put that in your business. Now, starting out, you want to take that money and just leave it in your business. Let it grow, because that's what's going to buy you new trucks and be able to allow you to hire other drivers eventually. Down the road, after you get some money banked up, you can start taking a draw out of that money you stuck in the company. That's your profit for owning your company. But in the early parts, you got to let it work. You don't want to take all your money, take out your fuel, and then go to freaking Vegas and blow the other 6 grand you made, because you're going to end up with a bad tire you got to get replaced. You go, oh shit, I don't got any money. What do I do? So, I mean, you want to be careful, make sure you know what you're doing before you go that route. Which we'll get there eventually. I mean, I'm in a company truck right now. I've got an 18-wheeler sitting in my dooryard at home, a 2023 Freightliner. A, it needs work. And B, we got to get that 10 grand saved up and get ready to go on it and get our own authority going. Which, I mean, I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm trying to get a shop built. We're going to be doing that maybe this summer, maybe next summer. It's going to depend on some other things. And I got a friend of mine, my friend that just passed away, his widow and the kids, she's all about trying to keep the truck going and continuing on his dreams. He wanted to build a company too. So I've told her I'll help her with that. That's tied up in court right now. We got to wait for that to get solved. And I got to do some work on the truck, get her up to speed of running a trucking company. So yeah, so next year we might be helping her out with that some, we'll see. But my truck is still sitting on the sideline, getting putted on, because I mean, I could jump in it and go, which would probably end in disaster. So you got to be careful of that. Like I said, you got to really have a plan. You don't just want to jump into this with both feet, because you just end up in a mess, and it's headaches and all kinds of stuff. So how's it going, guys? I see more of you jumped in here. This is an open book, quick Q&A for trucking. If you have any questions, anything at all, I can cover life on the road, regulations questions, hours of service questions, anything you got for you guys. Just let me know down in the comments. This is going to be a regular thing. We're going to try to do this on my 34s. We'll do it in the evening. I got a Facebook page now. It's The Road Pro. I think I can put links on this afterward if you guys aren't watching this live. We'll do the announcements on there, and I'll also have some videos on the channel announcing when we're going to be doing this. You guys can join in with me. It's going to be only when I'm on my 34, which means I have to be in the truck, which is usually going to be like 3 times a month. We will try to announce it better, and it's also going to depend on me having the service enough to do this. So we're going to shoot for about 30 minutes each session, which we're at 25 and a little change now. So we're going to be dropping out here shortly. But appreciate you guys coming out. We got a few more minutes. If we got any more questions, let me know. I'm an open book, guys. Try me. As long as it's not about me taking Adderall, which I don't. I don't even use much caffeine anymore. God, that's another thing, guys. Be careful how much caffeine you take, because caffeine is killing you. God, I used to drink nothing but coffee steadily all day long. Just coffee, 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 coffee. And energy drinks, too, and a bunch of soda. And I was tired. All the freaking time I was tired. So I finally made a decision I was going to give up coffee. First 2 days absolutely sucked, but after that, I feel so much better. I wake up in the morning, I actually feel rested. I got way more energy. So, I mean, right now, I'm drinking pretty much just decaf. Because I do love coffee. I do love to drink coffee. It's a truck driver thing. I just love my cup of coffee. I got to have it. I got my thermos mugs in back. But, yeah, so I drink decaf. I mean, that caffeine is killing you guys. And this is a really big industry you really got to watch your health in. So, a few more minutes, guys. I mean, any questions at all? I got one of you watching me right now. Two of you. Hey, joined in. Welcome. Any questions at all? Let me know down in the chat. Hopefully the chat's still working. It is. Somebody let me know, too. How's the audio sounding? I need to see if I get a microphone rigged up or something. We're going to do this in the future. I'd like to make this a regular thing. Try to help some of you guys out. Have the questions out there. Because I get a lot of them in my comments I try to hit. Anything at all? Let me know down there. We'll try to hit it. No questions? God, you guys ain't very chatty tonight. 2 more minutes, guys. Get them in if you got any questions. All right, well, we'll talk about some world events. This driver's license thing, commercial driver's license, the whole English-speaking truck drivers thing, it is a mess. It's vitally important you be able to read English. All of our road signs in English. I mean, you got signs like, no trucks, low bridge, no hazmat. That's a big one. God, that's a big one. No U-turns, road closed, all stuff like that. It's all really important stuff that you really have to be able to read. So, I mean, yeah, I'm 100% with that. I understand why they're doing it. Sucks for some guys. I mean, everybody gets caught in the dragnet, but this is definitely a good thing that's happening. So, yeah, a couple more minutes, guys. This is actually going better than expected. I actually only expected a couple of you. I've had probably 15 to 20 of you jump in and say, hey, guys, I mean, appreciate you coming in. I would like to have seen more questions with this. I've only had a couple here we've answered. The other ones come from my comments here. I got jotted down on the list we're working on. But anything at all. And hey, if you guys got something complicated and you throw it out in a question, I'll answer the best I can. I'll probably go make a video on it too. So anything at all, we're an open book. We got probably 2 more minutes. We're going to try to keep this at 30 minutes for the first one. We got time to get one last question in there if anybody's got anything. Oh, horn out there in the parking lot. Hopefully it didn't affect you guys. Yeah, I got another minute. We got time for another question. Anything at all, guys? No? All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Well, boys and girls, thank you for coming out and joining me in the live chat. This has actually gone a lot better than I was expecting. Oh, hang on. One question. How do you like about E.W. Wiley? I like them pretty good, actually. They've been a great company. They brag about having top pay, which they really don't. I mean, right now I'm making 63 cents a mile. Plus, I get a bunch of bonuses. We get tarping bonuses, oversized bonus, which I love oversized. But the really important thing is they take good care of us drivers. They treat us well. They take good care of the equipment. And there's always somebody there to answer the phones. I mean, they've been a great company. I would definitely highly recommend them to anybody. You got to be a little bit on the pay. But they take really good care of the equipment, and they do try to look after the drivers. I mean, here they know you by name. When my dispatcher calls up, they know my name. We just changed over dispatching. They used to have a regional thing where I'd be dealing with like 15, 20 people. But recently we're changing back to the traditional single dispatcher thing. But they're great. They're, I can't really say family-oriented, but it's very, very similar. So, I mean, I like them. I'd definitely come back to them. I've been here for a year and a half now. I'm probably going to be here another year. And the only reason I'm leaving is because I'm breaking off to do my own thing with my wife and help out a friend. But it's a very good question. Appreciate you asking that. But definitely highly recommend. I'd say 10 out of 10. Their pay could be a little better, but that might be happening soon. They're talking about it behind the scenes here. Some murmurings in the back rooms. And hopefully I'm moving up to an RGN trailer soon, which that is a pay bump for me, which is But yeah, they're great. And I mean, God, we do everything. We do a lot of oversized. We do a lot of step deck, a lot of machinery, a lot of machinery. One of our biggest customers, Caterpillar, so we do them a lot. But it's a lot of fun. I've done a lot of cool stuff with E.W. Wiley, so I like them quite a bit. Definitely recommend them. All right, we're over our budget, guys. We're 30 minutes in. But I mean, if you guys any last minute questions, let me know down in the chat. We're going to give it probably 2 more minutes, see if anything pops up, and then we're going to cut her off for the night. Anything at all, open book, boys and girls. I think there's a pretty good lag on the chat. So that's why we're going to let this set a minute here. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate the hearts there, too. How long have I been doing flatbed? Let's see. I started... I turned 30. I started driving truck on my birthday in December. A little over 4 years now. Which, most of it's been flatbedding for a short little time. I did do some reefer work. I did dry van work for a little while. It's majority of it's been flatbedding. I also did tanker like yay much. I do have my endorsement, but yeah, mostly flatbed because I love it. I mean, one thing as a truck driver is, I mean, you sit here mostly all day long. So I mean, I start gaining weight, and I hate that. So I love flatbed, and I love getting out of the truck and being physical. It's one of the biggest reasons I do it. That, and I like the mental stimulation of it. Because I mean, driving reefer or driving dry van, it's the same freaking thing. Bump the dock, get the load, sign the papers, drive. Bump the dock, get the load off, sign the papers, drive. Flatbed is constantly changing. Going somewhere's new, loading something different, figuring out how to secure it, dealing with construction sites. It's fun. I love it. Oh, I guess we're going to keep going here a little bit. Hey, Riley J90. How's it going? Interesting name. I'm curious what the backstory is on that. We're going to close up. I mean, I got some guys joining in. If you guys got any questions, let me know. I've been driving for years. I do flatbed. I've done dry van. I've done reefer. A little bit about tanker. I'm really by the books. I mean, I know the regulations inside and out, hours of service. You guys want to throw me any questions? We'll see what we can do, which we're going to make this a regular thing. If you guys like it, we're going to try to do this when I'm doing my 34s. I try to help as many of you guys out. I'll answer questions from my comments, and we'll do it live so I can answer questions in the chat. So it's a wide open book, guys. Anything you got. Few of you new join in here. Let it go a couple more minutes. Down to 1. Give it like 30 seconds more, guys. We're going to shut her off tonight unless somebody joins in with a question. Which appreciate you all coming out. We had a few good questions in the chat here. This is way better than I was expecting this to go first time out the gate. So appreciate you guys that came out. Appreciate the questions. And yeah, I'll give it a couple more seconds. Oh, hang on. Oh, tired, Czar. I appreciate that. I'm trying, guys. That's a big part of what the channel's here. I want to entertain, but I want to help a lot of you guys too. Because I was in line to be a teacher. It's a really long story. I don't want to get into it tonight, but I like helping people. I like teaching people, I like showing you guys. So I appreciate that comment there. It's what I'm trying to do. We're going to get the channel a little more organized. We are going to be breaking it up into a teaching section, which I'm going to be calling the Road Pro Academy. I've been debating if I'm going to actually break that off, make that a separate channel or not, but it's going to be literally just the intense how-tos, how to do this, how to back, how to pre-trip, all that fun stuff. So that's coming. Going to be getting to that this year, which, like I said, I haven't quite decided if I can do it with like playlists on this channel or if I'm going to have to break it off and do a whole separate one. I'm not sure if that is stuff coming. So I appreciate that. I'm trying to help you guys. I do love the comments. I do read most all of them. I try to respond as many as I can. So I appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoy this, which, I mean, nobody's giving me any feedback. I need to know how the audio is if you guys actually like this idea of a Q&A. So we'll let it go a couple more minutes and we're going to sign her off. If nothing else jumps in the chat. Glad you guys enjoyed this. A few of you here with me. I do appreciate the feedback. I'm glad you guys are learning some stuff here from this channel. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Tired Czar. Because doing my videos, I can play them back to myself and hear them with the live. I got nothing. I can see me on screen. I got nothing for audio. Give a couple more minutes here. If you guys got any questions, any more at all, throw them in. If not, we'll catch you on the next one. Alrighty, I think we're going to cut it here, boys and girls. I really appreciate all you joining me in tonight. Like I said before, I did not expect this to do as well as it is. This was very much so by the seat of my pants. I just threw a post up on Facebook, said, hey, 2 hours, we're doing a live Q&A. Join me there if you got questions. So I expected to see maybe 3 or 4 of you. Excuse me. And maybe get a little bit of chat. So overall, this is a big success. Appreciate you guys coming out. Those of you on the road tonight, take care and drive safe. And if you guys like this, make sure you go like my Road Pro Facebook. because we'll be announcing it when we do this in the future, because I think we are going to make this a regular thing. So until then, it's going to be Road Pro out. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you on the next one. If you get any questions, make sure to hit me up. Thank you guys for joining me, and have a good night. How do I actually end this? I want to stop being live here. Yes, stop streaming. Have a good night, guys.